Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode in Hearts of Iron 4. We are playing as Japan, the absolute just arms dealer of the world. They're buying all of our light tanks. It's crazy. They literally said, yeah, those light tanks, we want them. As many as you can give us. And we're like, we have a lot. We can technically give you a lot. We're not picking. And we're like, great. Give us a lot. How much is a lot? Is it enough for a lot? Oh, I didn't realize it would still save all of that nonsense. Last time we looked at what everybody else was doing. And it looks like we are just now starting to enter the age where the AI is able to create things that are better than, well, trash. And the AI is not really doing it very much, but they're capable of doing it, and I forced them to a little bit in a few places. I think I forced Turkey to make a good plane because I'm tired of going up against basic biplanes. Because numbers do kind of work, yes, technically, but I still have thousands of planes. Thousands of planes. Literally 19,000 of them. No. Get rid of 34 of them. But that means I still have over 10,000 planes. And I don't think anybody else has that many planes in the world. In the entire world. I don't think anybody else has that many planes. I know France doesn't. The only people that could would be... who was it? I don't know if it was Lithuania. Because they have to have a good, not a great, but a good... 15,000. Like, 15,000. They have to have a good economy. It's these guys. These guys could actually win against me, technically speaking. They do use my planes. They use A7s, A7M2s. So, they're not hopeless. Those are probably the only people that are not hopeless against me because they have thousands of my plane. Of course, they have that plane at a price. Let me see what we can do here. Do I gain anything from going down to partial mob? No, you literally gain nothing. This is what I feel like is really weird about the game. There is nothing to prohibit you from staying on war economy. Like, there's no downside to it. I know there is in Millennium Dawn. So I'm a little bit interested into looking into, like, how to convert this save game over to Millennium Dawn, but, this is where we're at right now. Right now they're infiltrating the army. He's just, no, she, right? She's just, looking to convert everyone here into fascism. They do have a weekly change modifier. I don't think we can actually reduce it. I think we're gonna have to invade Burma. Which army is this? This army? This is the defensive army group, the offensive army group, or the specialized army group. Not these guys. And stop. Stop. I did recently annex somebody because we actually had, not cores, but they had resources that we needed, specifically steel. It's not an amazing amount of steel, but I want steel, okay? I like steel. Speaking of steel, we're going to go ahead and also check up on radars in the area. Making sure that we have good amount of radar coverage. Would this give anything more? No, it wouldn't. These do pretty good. We do have stuff going on in Macau. Oh, my bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. It's a good amount of air bases around here. So we can put thousands of planes out if and when needed. And every place at least has some of an air base, so that in cases of emergency, we can put out planes. It's more for my benefit than it is for theirs. Heavily defensive on these islands because we are guarding them. Because they have most of our fuel. They're set up like that on purpose. You see, just here we have 3 synthetic factories and 3 fuel silos. So right here in this state alone is enough for literally a tiny country. Also, the amount of resources that are here are insane. Let's go ahead and click play. And lower the autonomy of probably 2 subjects here that we have. The motorized divisions are indeed divisions with a purpose of defense. Give them some extra breakthrough. They're basically mobile defense forces. I should probably give them organization first, since they are defensive units. What do we want to do next? The war in Europe is still raging. They're still busy over there in Europe, and I'm benefiting from that. I think we'll want to actually just invade Burma. We also want to be careful that we're not going to gain too much aggressive expansion. So make sure that everybody is trained. Yeah, these guys aren't training. Okay, I was about to say, like, why is this still a thing that's going on there? They shouldn't even be training, to be fairly honest. So you guys don't really have a place to go. There's no place where we are exposed at right now. I already have standard infantry divisions in places that I need them. Light infantry divisions could and should probably be placed. Oh, we can literally just do that. I'll just do that. There is a new order. They're buying some more medium planes. People are becoming more and more willing to buy the advanced equipment because the equipment that they are researching and using is getting more and more advanced. So it's just kind of like, why not at this point for them? Let's get rid of all of those so that I can focus. Is there anything to do with the key 44? No upgrades yet. There is only one thing that could make it an upgrade, and that's with Jet Engine 3. It used to be put on Jet Engine 2, but now it's Jet Engine 3 that has the better engines, or the best actual just normal engines that you will get in-game. Because these only have level 5, 56 thrust. Something just kicked off in research. I hope there might be a 6 times engine 1, but there probably isn't. 50's night vision. We can now actually update our tanks. And now night attack is 10, 25%, 45% good. I think everybody else also has good night vision, so we don't have to worry about it that much. But certainly that is something to look into. We could get these so quickly. Hold on. Oh, that's because they probably haven't researched it themselves. Alright. In that case, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to get these new trains. There's no real reason to research the new trains, necessarily. But because of the one update, it does mean that you get the supply hub technology. And that means in this game, because it goes all the way to the 90s, you should research the trains simply because they give you flippin' supply hub construction, which is amazing to have in times of emergencies. Ooh, we do also need the modern tank. We'll get that right after this train, because we don't really need it. Like, we technically do, but we really don't. I think the main change between those two, let's go ahead and press play. Don't let me not do that for too long. The main change between these two is the armor. I know that much. Armor goes up. Not by much. Defense goes up. Oh. Reliability stays the same, and it's a little bit faster with a little bit more breakthrough. Hold on. Let me do this. Yeah, armor did go up. So you get about 5 more armor, I think it is. Yeah, about 5 more armor. That's literally the only difference. Let's go ahead, knock those 2 down. Improving our okay. Alright, so we're not going to do the destroyer first. I'm going to probably just do the converted missile heavy first. And then get the better guns for the missile heavy. Something happened to Iberia, we're probably not. No, something happened to Iberia. No, nothing happened to Iberia. 3 of them just dropped. Somewhere for some reason. Who are we improving relations with? Nobody. Cool. I'm good with most people. Flipping insane. Who are we trading with? Or not trading with, but rather... Oh. Yeah, equipment. It's good. More equipment. A bit of fuel. A bit of fuel. Yeah, it's just 50. We don't care that much. What we do care about is this. Right here. We'll go ahead and we'll call it 3%. Here's a new one. Brits just called in for another delivery. A separate delivery of tanks. I think that's on top of their double delivery or the one that they just finished. So after a very harsh and long war, the British Empire has actually united England and Scotland. And their next bet is probably going after Ireland. Let me do some math real quick. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't think you're actually supposed to sell that much equipment. By the way, like, from the way that the market works, not that you're not encouraged to sell that much equipment. It's just something that you probably shouldn't do because it doesn't maximize your output. Yeah, there's still normalized price because we don't want people to be... We have all of these reduced price because we actually want to get rid of them. If nobody wants them, then nobody needs them. We started producing medium tanks. This is why we still have these. We produced medium and light tanks at a time when people already had basic and advanced tanks. So everybody else already had tanks. We're kind of late to the scene, but we're really good at making tanks, okay? Really good at making tanks. I just noticed, hold on here. We don't have any more of... I'm going to get rid of these. That from the market. Go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that. And because nobody's buying our medium tank ones, I'll go ahead and I'll get rid of that. And there's not a lot of them. Just to consolidate the market a little bit. The export model. It's the one that we want to send completely to the market. Can probably even reduce the amount that we're producing. But probably not, because we only have 28 left now. They literally almost bought everything that was there. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so I have a bunch of tanks to give them. We have SPD-2s. STV-2s. They don't have a bunch of piercing, but they have a lot of piercing. It's not a little bit of piercing. That is a good amount of piercing. 136. I don't think it's enough to pierce what everybody else uses. If I might be fair. I mean, definitely not enough for Punjab, if I remember correctly, but it might be enough for everybody else. We don't even use medium tanks in this one, so I can't even check through that. Oh, I was decrypting Sudan for some reason. That's kind of funny. Aquitania's giving me stuff. I want some stuff, okay. Punjab's gonna be kind of powerful because they get easy access to my flippin' my tanks. Very easy access. They don't have to wait or rely on shipments, and everybody else is at war currently, so. You see the supply problem that they're currently experiencing? That's gonna be way worse if they ever go to war with us. The supply issue right now is only like very, very small. If they ever like click the let's go to war button, by the way, oh, hold on. We're not at war. Hold all air wings. Can save on a little bit of fuel so that we can export it more. Oh shoot, that's right. Let's get rid of this one. By the way, Japan can strike Hong Kong and Macau. Easily can strike Hong Kong and Macau. And be back home for dinner. That's what type of world they're living in right now. Large airframe, we have 800. And the reason why they don't use these is because we have different missions that are able for this. So this is like a multi-role, where these are strictly bombers. They're only allowed to do 2 missions, and that's bombing and bombing. That's it. Dang, I did the very wrong thing. Bam. There we go. So what we're gonna do is grab all of these, and we're gonna throw them right into here, way behind enemy lines. Oh dang, you aren't doing the mission. That's kind of embarrassing. Y'all are even like the really advanced version to where y'all can actually reach just about anywhere and everywhere we need y'all to reach. I got 2 in Herat. To the east. There are some in Assam. Dang, I realized what I just did. Alright, well I just did it, so it shouldn't affect too much. Got Indochina, and then we do need some in Yunnan. Some for Yunnan. Dang, that's annoying. I'll be back. Alright, I think I fixed it. I do have these guys on specialized. Because these guys are probably the most experienced. I was about to say, there shouldn't be an ace for flippin' spy planes, alright? Actually, hold on a minute. I just realized. CAS, tactical bomber? Naval bomber? Okay. J-50s. most of our Air Force currently consists of. Mainly modern, not completely modern, but modern scout planes that really can't be caught. Close air support frames are mainly the 50s close air support, but we do have a sizable portion that are 45s. We have almost an entirely improved large airframe instead of 50s. We do have a fair number of advanced medium airframes that we're still using. Okay, what the difference is. Probably radar or something. And the oldest thing that we are currently using are our R1Y2s and Kika 2s. So I'm pretty sure they all have missiles on them. I think that's what really happened between these two levels. Yeah. So they all have missiles. Very, very familiar with the missile system. We already have what we need for that. Giving them their spy planes. Of course, we have free civilian factories. Oh wait, does he not have... Let's do that. Because we do need these guys to actually be, you know, strong. Strong enough to deal with their own stuff. They already have 2? That's enough for a tiny nation like this. Oh, we can build more nuclear power plants. More nukes? Why not? Why not? The rise of Aquitania. Supplies going like pretty smooth. Pretty smooth in the areas that we need it. It's getting to where it needs to be. It's overstretched. That's fair enough. Is this not... Okay, we can probably... help by building these 2. What are we low on? Chromium. Caribbean. That's kind of what might be going on. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down to just 1 for these 2. Give me everything you got, man. Give me what you can. Greater Guyana. I'll show them some support. And that should have fixed things. Yep, it did. Here's another. Nope. We do gain a fair amount of air experience. Greater Croatia. Probably going to be the next people that we support with a good amount of equipment. I'm going to take one. We did give them a bunch of STA2s, I do remember. They have more than enough flippin' convoys. Oh, that's interesting. They all have convoys still. Their navy, the flippin' Iberian navy is growing. The Croatian navy got dunced on. But it looks as if... Nope, they didn't take losses. There was a battle, but one person got hurt, and that was all that happened. Nice. So go ahead, do me a favor. Let's see what propaganda can do. Oh, you both have escapists now. What is this? Infiltration risk. Well, you have seducer. Okay. Seducer is probably better to send over here. Oh. We do have 29 million manpower. Considering that we own most of China and India, I don't think anybody else in the world really can challenge that level of manpower right now. Turku Imperium did change colors. That's interesting. I'm going to go heavily on the spy campaign real quick against them to see if we can bring that foreign propaganda down a bit more. We need the stability to crash. But if it won't work, then it simply won't work. 50 days, alright. We do indeed have free military factories because we don't have a lot to really do with them. I can build a rocket site here. I can build a rocket site in my puppet. Why not? That's never gone wrong. Ever in the history of ever. Building ICBM sites in nations where you puppet them. Never has gone wrong. Is there any resources over here? No. Okay. I was about to say, there has been a fair amount of fuel produced everywhere. I'll probably just do that, right? There. Greater Guyana wants light tanks, and France wants more light guns. That's interesting. Buying scout planes. Torpedo launchers are done. Let me see. Because I'm going to check, not the industry, but over here. 1,000 days? 650 days. 453. It's almost 2 years. That's not worth it at all. This is really good. They are the same. This just gives me research speed, which actually might be great. I'll get the radar. Yep. All the subs that we currently use now have upgrades to go through. Boop. They all get way better torpedoes, and these torpedoes actually give them depth charges. They make them slower, unfortunately for them, but they give them way more torpedo attack. So early subs, once they all get into that group, we are already researching the new submarine hull, so I'm not too worried about that. Because I was going to say, make sure I'm researching the new submarine hull. And indeed, I am. What the heck is this? Mark 5. I was going to say, there ain't no way that you're the flippin' submarine hull I wanted. So they get basically the same, almost the same exact stats, except they have double the health of the level before them. Oh, never mind. 3 dots to complete. Yep, most of these can't even be upgraded. Going pretty far. Alright, let's make sure that R4s are specifically designed for one thing. Nope. Not the skull, but for this. Snorkel. Okay. We are going to rename it. R5. Then all of these are going to go into here. Get 22. Hopefully they're all converting into the right one. We'll come back on that later. 1950 subs are all doing their thing. I just realized something that I'm doing very, very wrong. I'm gonna have to fix later. 1944 variant. Book 5. Got the R3. These things are amazing compared to what they originally had. Oh, let's train these ones. Gotta make sure they're going into the training. Okay. I think only one of them, yes, they're doing the proper thing. 1950s cruiser. I'm going to... What are the difference between these two? Dual purpose. Extra guns. Interesting. Well, considering that we don't have to worry about air that much right now, get a bit of extra anti-air. Make sure we have the best of the best of the best of the best. Nice. Of the best. I don't need heavy cruiser. Yeah, makes it faster. Way faster if we do that. But we don't need it. Matter of fact, it's probably what I'll do instead. Because the secondary batteries are really nice. You should put secondary batteries wherever you can, rather than literally anything else. SW rockets do mean that we're way slower. And these are way more expensive for only a little bit of more depth charge. So essentially we're just converting all of it over, all that speed over into just more light attack, more piercing. Piercing's more important. It's the best thing, because that means we can actually pierce all other cruisers. And then anti-air, because everybody else actually has naval bombers. They actually do have naval bombers. They're not good naval bombers, but they have naval bombers. So they do have subs. Those are going to be a concern. Yeah, that's all we can do, so... Save that. Cruiser L for light. And now we'll make a heavy variant. Making a heavy variant because, well... What is this? That's kind of weird. I'm gonna use this one. So the heavy cruiser is its own thing here. And again, I am going to actually switch this thing out right here for secondary. Because again, more piercing, more light attack, for way more speed. Aircraft faculties gets automatic upgrade. Into torps to deal with enemies. Anti-ships, that. A bit more light attack, a bit more piercing with a bit more speed. Yeah, with a good engine. Is that doubling our flippin' everything. This thing is actually a pretty big upgrade. (1950) cruiser. H. And we're going to get rid of this one because we don't need it. We still have 154, so I'm not going to worry about that. We never did finish this, did we? Lucas Brown. Do we still have aircrew surveys? We can get rid of that now. Oh, it reduces accident chance. I don't think we care about that though. Research speed, design cost, airframe design costs. That might be cool. Research speed, cool. I don't think we really need. Does this reduce the... It reduces the cost, but probably not the allocation. So that we research stuff way faster. So now if we look at the research, if I clicked on something like this, nope, it doesn't do anything. That's unfortunate. Oh, maybe it does. It does. Oh, that's nice. So we can get advanced airframes before anybody else, way faster. I love it. Look at all the resources that we have. I will admit we have less rubber than we had before. But I think the 14 extra rubber is going to be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. We're kind of just waiting for these destroyers and stuff to be attacked. I'm gonna go ahead and send in. No, these are just the trashy of trash. I can actually upgrade it. Hold on. If I upgraded this thing. Nope, it wouldn't save. Alright, well, don't bother with that then. Send those over there. This is all the ones that I stole from them. 1950s, 36. So many submarines, it's not even funny. Trying to get rid of all of these is going to be a pain in the butt. Generic S classes are actually going to be useful to us. What do you mean? No? Not even? That's crazy. Okay. Well. Hold on. Let's make sure that we keep these in the proper areas. Are these mine? Nope. Okay. And these guys right here. There we go. Yeah. This thing. This one fleet kind of wrecked house just a little bit. Interesting. So even though we have probably a ton of refineries, there's dips and curves. You can tell how the world economy goes, depending on how my flippin' factories are. I don't want to quite annex them because 1, I don't have cores, 2, they don't have resources I need, 3, I get extra stuff from them, and 4, they're kind of covering my borders so that I don't need to myself. If I could form like a greater China, I would do that. Yeah, this is what we're not gonna deal with. They did that overnight. They're probably, hold on, we'll wait for a few more days. They're probably gonna get invaded by Burma. Because they're not that strong. They just got done. France. France is struggling, by the way. They are not having a great time. It looks like they're having a good time, but they're really not. It's like 2 more days. At the end of the month, they might be doing something a little wild. Yeah, Burma's trying to buy a lot of stuff. They are prepping. They are prepped. A fair amount. Alright. Nope. They didn't do it. Do something, you two. Or don't. It's fine. It's to be fairly honest. Show me what you're made of. Where's the other tanks? The Marines have like 3 tanks. At least they have at least have 2 tanks. There's no reason for them to. Where's your other tank, dude? Where's Italia? Italia should be down here, man. Italia itself should be part of the spearhead, man. Your 2 tanks. Yep, the Marines should adjust to where the bicycles have to go. Somebody just backed out of a huge deal. I don't think I care that much, though. Aquitania. Really? Oh, the convoys. I see. The convoys are being raided. It's to be expected. They are building tanks. They do have tank divisions with tank crews. The Pacific States of America can build literally anything they want to. Literally anything they want to. Oh, Virginia might win. Maryland might win, my bad. Doctrines. Special forces. And to be honest, you don't really need any of that anymore because there's other things to research. Like, we could get this tank for literally 1 year and 1 month. And it'll be severely ahead of time. Severely ahead of time. What did we get? 50 strain? I'm not gonna make any. Make sure you're converting the AT. What is wrong with y'all? Bump that down to 10. Jump it back up. There. Easy. Peasy. $1,000 a day. Infantry equipment can actually do that. I'm fine with y'all only have 26 a day. Because I just realized that I might have made a mistake. Yep. Makes sense. How much do we have? No, we're not going to bother with that. How many do we have? Enough to fund the world's armies. Amazing. Wonderful. Two more. Oh, is this from where I think it is? Never mind. Yeah, it wouldn't even work. Even if we wanted it to. Alright, time to save our spies a bit of trouble. Resistance contacts? No. Oof. Someone is feeling that pain all along the front. Most nations in the world, because of what I'm doing, don't even produce medium tanks. They just order them. Like Albania. And who else? It's Albania just... What happened? Slovenia. Uruguay. I think I'll feed the Indochina puppet. I think I'll release like an Indochina puppet and then feed it. What was here? Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, supply hub. Having a lot of initiative would be nice. It means as soon as your tanks are there to try to battle, they'll be ready to tumble. They're planning right now. I think what I'll do... What is all this? Oh, okay. Because that is supposed to be a defensive army. We have enough standard divisions to deal with them now. I think I'll do this. This whole front right here. That's what y'all do. We don't actually need to push over the mountains. Just like that. Yeah. These guys can still all do their thing. Let's make sure we have the whole Air Force in... Why? Why are you in my land? Why? I didn't invite you guys here. Why do you have a bunch of fighters over here? Come on now. Just go over here, I guess. I don't know. Then... I think 7 should be good enough. Good, we'll take these 7. We'll have them train for a few days. Have them train for a few days. Why? Why are you still selecting those? Clicking specifically on one. They'll wreak havoc upon all of them. Oh. What? Hold on. What? Okay, 124 versus 124.2. That's with these guys, though. What about this? Yeah, never mind. Okay. They're ready. They are ready. It's gonna be mostly Siam and Burma, but they're gonna be ready. Is Burma ready though? They might be kind of ready. They think they're ready. East Bengal. Kikas are the most advanced thing that we have. No, Kikatus. I was gonna say, this is the most advanced thing that we have currently just chilling. We have some J50s just chilling. Just 8. That. And then just these 8. I'm gonna do that. Click that. Bam. The Kika is basically a training aircraft at this point. The Kika 1. I guess once we do unlock the 55's airframe, we should just go ahead and we'll produce a commercial version of the Kika. Oh, I love it. Alright, let's make sure everybody's in position first, because we just told them to switch over. How long is this going to last? Till September? Nice. It's enough time to design all the planes that we need to design. J50. Why? Alright. Electronics. Air-to-air radar. Some drop tanks. And some self-sealing fuel tanks. My bad. Good drop tanks. This is what we're comparing it to. It has amazing agility. I forgot how much agility it just gets. Nice. Okay. How do you... Oh, yeah. Okay. So we don't want... Because we don't have advanced air-to-air missiles, I don't want more than 2. I mean, I might not even want more than 1, to be fairly honest. Just so that we can maximize our agility and air attack. It means we'll have slightly less air defense than our most modern, or yeah, we'll be sacrificing some air defense. We'll be using a lot more weight. So we'll be technically losing some agility there. So we'll be 2 times more agile than the enemy and have like 100 times or 50 times their flipping output. Because they literally only have like 8 air attack, I think it is, or 8 air defense and like 8 air attack. Literally our planes are worth 5 to 1 minimum. Weight exceeds thrust. I see. That's why we have more missiles. Do we... How much thrust do these things have? They actually have 50. We unlock these things really early on. The thing is, they don't have any range, though. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll use this. Which disables the need for that, so we'll just go ahead and do that. So, J51 versus our brand new ones. J51 has a bit more air defense, less air attack, less agility. It's a little bit heavier, but its range also is a little bit shorter. So honestly, it's just way better. Nice. Oh shoot, I forgot to change his name. J55. We'll do that. We can still convert quite a few of everything. But yeah, for this war, we'll be trying to switch over a lot of planes. This is Zuma 2. So what is the Zuma 2 looking like? Okay, so it has double the bomb capacity, I see. Oh yeah, we need this for the logistics striking. Alright. We'll see if we can still cut the engine. Bombworks 2, which gives 10 ground attack. I'm glad to switch out this for some beam riding air missiles, and we'll see. They have 10 more agility, same weight, a bit more range. Oh. Yeah. So now we're going to look at both of their ground attack capabilities. Versus our actual close air support, they're not amazing. Probably not terrible, but they're not amazing. Their agility is better, not by much though. They can still outdo a biplane with the bombs on them, which is nice to see. Their air attack is way better. Oh. Yeah. And they do have more air defense, which is nice. So what about this? More agility, just being a better airframe. More air defense. These guys are slightly lighter. And these have more naval targeting, which is interesting. Logistic strikes should be the same, yeah. In this one. Zuma. Let me see something here real quick. Alright. and gave it a wondrous name. Wonderful name. Now we have to figure out what we want to do for our heir. Oh, well, we don't even have to figure it out, because it's not even really a secret, necessarily. So for our heir frames, we have a huge advantage. It's 1,200 days for something that's 5 years ahead of time. 6 years ahead of time, my bad. 1,200. It's like 4 years. Less than 4 years for something 6 years ahead of time. And we can get it for 4 years. Oh, we can get this right now. We don't need it right now. But I think in this playthrough, rather than every other playthrough, it actually might be useful to grab these. Medium airframe will probably be way more worthwhile. We have till September, and we need units to get into place. Oh, this is overall. For these guys, strategic deployment, please. We desperately need you to get where we need you to be. So please just get there. It's what we're mostly worried about. You being where you need to be. There we go. What else could you need? Oh, maybe organization first. Maybe even an officer role. Psh, not. Yeah, right now is probably not a good time for a training exercise, bud. Just saying. July. June, July, September. It is September, so we'll do it September 1st. They will be using our tanks, but they won't have many. Oh, August 1st, my bad. We're going to gain 2 puppets out of this. Burma's still buying as much as they can. Mostly the light tanks. Bought a fair amount of whatever they can. Which is nice, you know, they're allowed to. Okay, so everybody's there. They all have almost full organization. And they're all just defending. Oh, cool. Push you. Yeah. What time is it? 1600? Wait till it's 2000. 2200 works. Because I had it on 5 speed. That's unfortunate. We're not worried about you guys reaching where you need to be because, well, we're not attacking Laos right now. Who's not giving me my stuff? We don't care about that, do we? Yep. All these tanks, they're ready to rumble. Where's the other ones at? I see. No, I understand why you're there. Actually, you know what? I remember. Yep. You guys are fine. You're right where you're supposed to be. My bad. It's in case if we need them against Cheetah. But we don't really have that much supplies, so we don't want them on the border just yet. Oh, dang, I didn't mean to... Oh. $2,000. There. That works. Why? Because it's nighttime. Oh, yeah. The dead of night. They do have many support companies. Yep. They do have the same amount of night vision that we do. They're researching heavy tanks. They technically have modern tanks, but they're not using them. Oh, that's nice. They're not really good with the Navy. I need to sort out my Navy. They have a terrible Navy. Alright, let's go. They have a terrible Air Force, literally just machine gun ones, engine one, interwar airframe, literally just demolishing biplanes. They do have good research speed. They are researching rockets and guided missiles. That's a little concerning. Let's get my Navy in order. There we go. Let's go ahead. In the dead of night. Because we also have these guys, these dunces. I'm going to separate that like... Oh, so most of them are all this. And all 5 of these are this. Alright. Well, we now have 50. The full 50. Which means we can literally just take it like that. And put one of them over. We shouldn't need anything else. We shouldn't actually need this one. These should all be fine. Convoy raid. Let's have these 3 on defense, because if I remember correctly, they have a navy. It's kind of small. They don't even have a navy. Don't even bother with those boats. Don't even bother with those boats. Didn't even really need to bother with the navy, but at least I have my submarines sorted out. The Air Force, however, completely different story. Oh. Except for you guys. difference. There. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's right. You guys. Zoomas. 2. You sure you want to do that, bud? Sure you want to just lash out? Two to 100. It's not even a challenge to take these things out of the sky. It's stormy, it's raining, we don't care. It's too easy for us. The Air Forces do their work for a few days. $100 in a couple of days. We can literally decimate their entire, like, a month's worth of their production in just a few moments. Let's see, 1955s. Can even shorten it down so much. Alright. Let's see what they got. $236, $235, $227, $211, $184, $183, $171, $144, $140, $128. We've lost 302. They've lost 1,000. Mostly in the air. losing more bombers and stuff over here. All due to AA. So they do have AA guns. Gonna have you guys in charge of specifically taking out the AA guns and their aircraft. Storm. Where are the guys that are specifically for Burma? You guys move up to here. Just waiting for all their trucks to be gone. Oh, they all of a sudden have a lot more trucks now. Probably producing them. It's probably all they're producing now. 3 months. Yep. June, July. Stockpiles still good. They're using a lot less trucks now. They're trying to use more of an air force. Highly doubt it's actually even interception. I see. Let's go ahead. We'll take just like 100 of whatever. I hate how it does that. Oh, honestly, sure. I'll hold. Just do your thing. We'll take the famous bats and just tell them to go over to here. Alright, well, I feel like that's enough damage onto them. So, take the special task force and group. Aggressive. Go. Yeah. Our supply is struggling. That's to be expected. Oh, Burma's still kicking apparently. We've taken 2,000 casualties. They've taken over 600,000. Oh, it's go time. My bad. It was before the cutoff of Dali. The siege of Dali, if you may. Who's the first to make it there? You will be known as Dali. The 12th Dali. I already knew it. You should get a medal for that. Fortunately, I can't just give you a medal for that, but you should get one. Dali. Just one. Dali. They have improved anti-air. Great AT. We captured some of their flippin' weapons and we're using it. That is hilarious. What are the modern tanks doing? Let's check what the famous Rio division is doing. Using mostly Type 4s, a little bit of those infantry weapons level 3 that they just captured. Only using M54 trucks. Trying to make sure they only use the best of the best. Like STV2s and some flippin' Type 52s. I might make some Type 53s as well. Type 53s are pretty nice. They keep the piercing way up high. Mechanized infantry also keep it up high, which is nice to see. So I technically don't even need these guys, the motorized, because their whole objective was to have high piercing, good amount of air attack, excellent defense, with some good soft attack, and to be able to defend. But it looks like we don't need it, to be fairly honest. The tanks pushed out, they did their job. Where are they still confronting us at? Nothing. Oh my goodness. 4 factories. $720,000. So far for just 2,000. Let's see what we've done in the air so far. They only have 200 here, 200 here. Anything here? Nope. Not even bothering with it, are they? Is there anything over here still? No. Everybody can move up. We've lost quite a few support just due to AA. Their buildings are demolished. We lost a fair amount of trucks too. Let's see what they have left. Not even a month done. Not even a month yet. I am just playing with them. They don't have what it takes to actually field it. Deployed army stockpiles. We still have some light tanks out and about. Nice. Marines. Take that as well. $858,000. Still not giving up yet. It's kind of commendable. Alright, I was about to say that should be enough. It was literally just like 30 days. I don't need their resources, so I'm not going to take their land. I'll take the state. So we'll gain 2 puppets. Not taking that. Oh, I did take Dolly. Alright. So we'll have 2 new states down here. So now if we want a little Indochina, what do we need? Hold on a minute. What? Okay. I thought so. Alright. What do we need for... Tehran, Greater Tibet, North America, Peru, Bolivia, Eurasia, Syria, Greater Korea, Greater Japan. I do have Khmer Empire, the Bengal Empire. We're not gonna bother. Indies. Okay, alright, so we have the Khmer Empire. There should be another one. I keep forgetting what this is. What is that? Okay. La Plata, Maghreb, Australasia, Peru, Hispaniola, Indochina. Okay. So it's literally just all of this. Alright. Way better than the Khmer Empire. I'm gonna give it to them. What shall we do? Is this forest? Is there indeed forest and not jungle over here? It's forest over here as well. Is there no actual jungles? It's the whole purpose of Marines is jungles. I call it forest in this game? What, is it not flipping hot enough for them? Like, it's a different type of jungle than, like, other places, but that's because flipping the forest in New York is different than the forest in flipping California. To the same degree. Jungle over here. How'd y'all get it? Why? 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 I'm annoyed. It literally means the Marines kind of lose the purpose. I was gonna say, oh, put the Marines in the front line so they can go through the jungles, but no, there is no jungles. Let's roll on back down here. Alright. Where are the Marines? The Italia. Bangkok. Is that it? We'll worry about that later. Alright. 24 whole divisions. Right there. It's only level 2. It's only level 1. Okay. You guys? Is there any planes? Down in the south here, but that's it. Oh, there's planes right here. That might be useful. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, they can't cover that. That's kind of... okay. You can see how much slower that is. Alright, where's tanks? fudge. Get that bottom one. There we go. Your guys' goal? Basically to chop them in half. And then we'll move from there. So somebody else has stepped in. Where's all this? Since Albania. The Kiwi Empire? Oh yeah, that's right, because we flippin' helped unite that down there. Cool. And the Iberians want more scout planes. Iberia, you doing alright? We did sink a number of convoys. Actually, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't as many as I thought it was. You can only put so many on there. Well, it's no forests, or no jungles, so... You guys' job would basically just to be hang out in Borneo. Where is... Alright, these guys right here. You guys are gonna go somewhere else. There's not even enough supply down here for y'all. Let's solve that issue. Well, that should help. But when the dust flippin' settled, okay, yeah. Supply situation's a little bit better over there. They're justifying on our little puppet because they're brand spanking new. Alright. We don't have a lot of supplies, so we're gonna have to figure these out. I think they destroyed all of the infrastructure as soon as we came in. They didn't get to destroy the infrastructure up here. It's the only reason why they didn't. We haven't even flipping repaired all the infrastructure here. Alright. Let's we want tendrils stretching out. Yeah, there's a lot that we need to just wait for. Burma allows. It's a lot of repairing that has to be done. Most of it takes a lot of time. We're probably not going to be prepared by the time they get that justification off. I can tell you this much, though. These guys are not ready to fight us. Maybe on the land, but not in the sky. Definitely not in the water. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to bother activating anything else from our navy other than these guys, making sure they're in 2 different spots. And we're just going to shift them over, just like that. What's construction looking like? Like, we'll actually have it finished before then. We'll have some supply. Not a lot of supply, not good supply, but we'll have some supply. Sumatra? Sumatra can wait till later. We need... We don't care about factors. Rio Grande actually wants our R1Y1s. Speaking of which, let's start making variants for sale. In order to figure out what we're going to do with that, we got to figure out what we're doing with these. Okay. So we're going to take R1Y3, we're going to make it an R2. Get super heavy guns. Lots of agility, lots of air attack. Lots of ground pounding some ground pounding capabilities, but a lot of logistics capabilities. And cut off flipping anything. We'll call it the R2Y. Just like that. Just have 5 factories on it. Then, in exchange for the bombing capabilities, we'll increase its air capabilities, just like so. So we still want the R2Y. Tika 3. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright, that's all good. The supply situation has not improved greatly, but it has improved. The south is good. That's all good. That's good. It's not great though. Yeah, because we don't have when we could. Again, we're not really worried about Sumatra, so we'll just keep them down like that. Way more worried about our endeavors. Where's Burma? I'm gonna try to push. Three. Make that 4. And like 3. That like 30. 3. Like 3. That down there. Like 5. There. Steel. Alright. I'm gonna take 1. Let's take 2. Let's see what we can grab from England. We should actually have a very stable supply that can come in for us. Alright. Literally just like Railroad Simulator. Railroad Tycoon Simulator. Just out of the blue. Indochina edition. That's not a tune. It's about to reduce by a bunch in a little bit. Right. It's gonna squeeze down by another like 2. We're just trying to make sure that the supply can reach the forest. Because without supply, these units are actually kind of useless. I don't know what they're thinking. They don't have an air force, or at least it's not big. They do have a navy. It's not big enough to contest mine. Bombers. Just hold those air wings. Just 100 of each. It should be enough. The rest of you guys go in. Go away. Alright. Actually, just like that. And we don't really need that many in other places, so we can use them everywhere else. Against you, bud. How do you feel? Every time you're present, flippin' brushes his teeth in the morning? We know about that. We have pictures of it. We know where his cavities are. And now they're hurting. Because now they're getting all their buildings demolished. Now they're probably realizing that they were not prepared. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, bud. This is absolutely horrifying, but, you gonna surrender? You gonna surrender? You gonna surrender yet? Hmm? Hmm? There's no way they have access to their factories right now. Iberian Federation's not doing so hot. Probably due to convoys. Does that hurt? So now, you know how and where their supply runs. We've generated 52%. Fair enough. Oof. Okay. Canceled scout planes. Did... No? No? They still like us. Wow. I didn't realize how much they were actually buying from us. It was buying quite a few planes. It means we just took a huge hit because their market just took a hit. They still have access to my market. They haven't pushed back at all, but they haven't been pushed, which is new. Usually, if I'm not over here, they get pushed back like immediately. But something's going on to where these guys are able to hold out a lot. You guys doing good? No, no, you're not. Love it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna tell these guys to, full throttle. We'll see what they got. So what's going on with the... Is it not being used? What? Alright then. We need our supply to go through. Now we can probably reduce these guys by a lot. Are they buying stuff again? Oh? What are you doing? It's not what I wanted you to do. Not what I wanted you all to do at all. You were supposed to cut them apart. Go ahead, we'll tell these guys to advance. And the people in the north, they can go ahead and go. I don't think this war is going to be very long. We've lost a grand total of 82. They've lost 51,000. Well, dang. That was immediate. Yeah, my supplies kind of suck. Thank goodness. Well, I don't have to do shenanigans. I can literally just give it to these guys. Do I want to take a name? want to give the Navy over to flipping the other guys, but for some reason, it's just not worth it. Now we'll see. There's nothing for these armies to do. They'll just be waiting. Well, nothing for that one to do. Have this huge buddy over here. Faction members. Elusive gentleman. Okay. I already have him. So, I wonder, are they going to do it like immediately? What? Yeah, we solved that issue by ourselves. It wasn't that big of a deal. They're a puppet of mine. Yeah, the Iberians are having trouble. And convoys. They want the R1Y1s instead now. They're gonna become popular. Let's throw some stuff on the market, and then I'll say goodbye to y'all as I'm throwing this stuff on the market. What I will say is, leave a like if you liked the video. Totally did not forget what I usually say. Oh, that can all be getting rid of. I throw it on the market because if I send it to somebody else and then I look at their equipment, I don't get to see that I sent it. It's just a way to track it down later on. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like content like this, check out the channel and consider subscribing. But most importantly, have a wonderful and amazing day. And I will see you all later. Bye.